Hi, my name is Brandon Morgan. I am the instructor for this class. You can just call me Brandon in all your communications with me if you feel comfortable doing that. If not, you can use Instructor Morgan, Dr. Morgan, Professor Morgan, Mr. Morgan, whatever works for you. Um, I've been teaching history here at CNM since the fall of 2009. At that point, I had finished my coursework for my PhD program, and then I was just writing my dissertation. Took me a couple more years to finish that. I completed it in the summer, toward the end of the summer of 2013. Um, as I've mentioned elsewhere, my research and my scholarly interests focus on specifically the New Mexico-Chihuahua border region, but kind of more broadly on the history of Mexico and the American West, all along the U.S.-Mexico border. Um, and so New Mexico history is a course that I absolutely love to teach, whether online or face-to-face. Also, I would appreciate any feedback that you could give, critical, constructive, otherwise, on the mile. I, of course, wrote that, and then in conjunction with the DL department, um, created the online interactive version that you are now able to use. And I know it's far from perfect, but the good thing about it is that it's updatable relatively easily. So if you find typos, things that don't make sense, broken links, please just let me know as soon as you can, and we'll fix those for the next version of the book, which you will always have access to. It'll update automatically for you whenever there is one. In terms of me personally, um, I've lived in New Mexico for 15, 16 years now, with a couple little breaks in between where I went back to Utah. I went and lived in Iowa not too long after I finished my master's degree. My wife is from Iowa, from Sioux City, so my first college teaching was actually out there. Um, it was a good intro. I'm glad that I'm able to be here at CNM. Love Albuquerque. We live with our 3 kids in Rio Rancho, and we bought a house there about 3 years ago, and have been very happy with that decision. It's close to Westside Campus, where I'm at now, where I have my office and get to do most of my work. So that's a very good thing. We like to do things as a family whenever we can. Um, our 6-year-old's really into art, so we've tried to do some art type activities. Our oldest loves reading and just being outside playing catch, things like that. So we just try to spend time together as a family when we can. I also enjoy cycling, although I have to admit that I haven't been active with it as much as I like to be. I did my first century ride, the Day of the Tread, in 2014, I guess it would have been. And I've been just kind of sporadic since then. So I need something to get me going back on my bike this year. Hopefully, I can do that. In terms of my favorite places in New Mexico, it's always hard for me to choose, as it may be for many of you. That's okay. I've spent a lot of time in the southern part of the state around Columbus and Deming for my dissertation research. I love those places. I love driving up through the mountains around Silver City and through the Gila. Um, I also love the Jemez area. I'd love to do the loop on Highway 4 up through the Jemez Mountains out to Los Alamos and Santa Fe and back. Um, and I also love to take the kids to the Coronado State Monument, which is pretty close here in Bernalillo on 550. So if you have been needing or wanting a place that you can take your kids to get some New Mexico history and culture, that one's a really great one. I hope that all of you enjoy this class. Please ask questions whenever you have them, and I look forward to meeting all of you.